Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello. Hi, everybody, and welcome. You are with us at the Empowered Summit. I'm Susanna Kennedy, and this is the amazing Lauren Dallas.
Oh, I'm loving. Gigi is dancing. Marcy is dancing. I'm loving it.
We can see you all online. Are you excited for this next session? On a scale of like yes to hell yeah, can I see those hands in the air giving me a big hell yeah? Woo! I love it. Look at all of these excited people. Yay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lauren, before we start with your talk, I just want to say, like, I came to Lauren a couple of months ago and I said, Lauren, I need to build the safe house and I want you guys to be involved. And she was like, yes,
sure, let's do it. And here we are.
Let's do it. And it was so great. She literally dived on board, introduced me to Philippa Dodds, who you guys are going to meet in the next intro. And so without the amazing Lauren Dallas, this would not be possible. Today would not be possible. I see lots of whoop whoops, hell yes coming through. I hope you're ready because Lauren, what are you going to be speaking about today?
It is quite a mouthful. I am going to be sharing with you 5 strategies for building a wildly profitable and purposeful business.
Amazing. Now, who doesn't want a wildly profitable business? Everybody wants one. I can see that Beatrice is also joining. There are so many people in here and on the group. Please, guys, I want you to interact. Like, give us messages, tell us where in the world you are tuning in from, and give us lots and lots of hell yes. I'm going to cross over and just let Lauren take it away, and I'll be back in just a few, about
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay.
I will be getting us back on time and keeping this a punchy talk. So 12:55, you can come back.
12:55. I'm going to be back. I'm going to hold her to that, guys. Okay, great. Have fun and enjoy.
Thank you. We are also live on TikTok. So I just want to quickly, this is my first live TikTok ever. So let's also celebrate that. Hello, everyone joining from there. As you know, I'm Lauren Dallas. I am co-founder and CEO of Future Females. And not only are we hosting the Empowered Summit today, but we are also celebrating our 4th birthday for Future Females. So really, really excited that today is the day I get to share these strategies with you, because it's a point in time that I've been doing a lot of reflection, a lot of crystallizing what's actually been going on, what's been moving the needle for us over the past 4 years. And I'm excited to share it out with you guys. We're also celebrating our 53rd chapter launch. So a chapter for us is a city in the world, and we just launched in Accra in Ghana. So if anyone from Ghana is on, massive shout out. Please do say hi in the chat. We are officially in your hood. Yay! Okay, so I could not think of a better way to spend this time with you. As I said, I will keep this talk quite short. I don't have slides. I just have 5 things that I really want to share with you. Cool. Let's adjust this a little. So I flew into Cape Town this morning. I'm flashing everyone on TikTok. Better not cross my legs. Apologies. Jump onto TikTok if you want to see that. This is not what the talk here is going to be about. So I sat on the plane this morning, flying into Cape Town, which is where we are now, and I actually sat next to an Olympian. She was on her way home. She'd just competed in water polo in Tokyo. So amazing. Also, the first women's water polo team ever from South Africa to make it into the Olympics. So naturally, I'm super impressed, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, this girl is incredible. And she's carrying this box. And she wouldn't put this box down. She wouldn't put it under the seat. She wouldn't put it in the overhead compartment. And so naturally, I'm starting to get a little bit curious about what exactly is even in this box. I was like, it must be something really important, right? Your mind starts wondering. Maybe it's a medal. Maybe it is a special nutrition guide that only Olympians have access to. Maybe it's a special piece of training equipment, right? What is in this box that has enabled her to become a competing Olympian? And so I'm watching her through the corner of my eye, and finally, about halfway into the flight, She starts opening the box. I'm like, yes, yes, we're going to find out what's in there. She starts opening it, unfolding the corners, lifting it up. I'm like pretending not to stare, but genuine excitement is like bubbling inside of me. And finally, this box is open. And do you know what was in there? A sandwich, an airport sandwich from the Slow Lounge, the exact sandwich I decided not to eat that morning, wrapped in cling film. It was nothing special because she is exactly like me and is exactly like you. Why do we always assume that someone wildly successful has something that we don't, or has somehow been given or handed something, and that's the key to their success? Right? We do this in business too, on Instagram, predominantly, comparing ourselves to someone else who's more successful than us and thinking like, oh, they must be unique, right? We think they're thinner or richer or prettier, or they must have been given something that we weren't, and that's why they're successful. But the reality is, you have exactly what they do. Success is not unique. Success is your birthright. It is just up to you if you decide to claim it or not. So that for me is strategy one that I wanted to share with you. Trust yourself. Trust yourself and know that you already have exactly what it takes. I'm loving this chat. Guys, I know the sandwich was also a massive disappointment to me. I was like, maybe it's like an Olympian sandwich, but it wasn't. So this trust, right? This trust in yourself, this confidence, we were all born with it. As children, we loved to create things. We were free to explore. We didn't have fear, right? We didn't have fear to express our truest selves and to be free. This energy, that energy we had as kids, it's still in us. I call it the spirit for creation and radical self-expression. And I think of a business exactly like this. Your business is your vehicle for your own radical self-expression. It's like creating art. So I'd actually love to know who is already in business. Let me know in the chat if you are in the idea phase, just put idea. If you are in business, just put founder or in business. Give me a sense for where you're at. I'm not keeping track of the Facebook group, but guys, you are seeing TikTok. Please do post into the comments as well. Okay, cool. Ideas, some founders in business. Okay, amazing. I want to do an exercise with you guys. So imagine you are in your favorite place in the whole world, and whoever's not on mute, please go on mute. Imagine you're in your favorite place in the whole world, right? For me, this would be on the beach with my feet in the sand, with those grains coming up between my toes. I can actually feel it. And you're naked except for a giant silk caftan. You're completely free, you're completely comfortable. There's no one else around, it is just you. And in front of you, there is a massive easel. And on that easel is a big blank white canvas. And to your left, you have paint. You have paint every single color of the rainbow. To your right, you have brushes of all different sizes, sponges, templates, everything. What would you paint? What would you create? Let me know in the chat. It can literally be anything. It is just you. You're completely free. I want you to imagine it right now. This is how I think about business. This is how I want you to think about business. You are a creator. You are bringing something into the world that is so unique to you, and it is fun. Remember that it is so much fun and it is freeing. This business you're starting it to set you free. The best part of all of this too, you don't just get one canvas. There are hundreds of canvases. There are thousands, as many canvases as you want. So it is okay to play, to experiment, to stop, and to start again. Personally, I've started 5 businesses to very varying degrees of success. And it took me until the 5th business to actually get it right. And of course, that is Future Females. And I'm really still just getting started. The thing that happens, right, as business gets stressful, we have these ideas and we forget that it's meant to be fun, that it's meant to free us. It turns into to-do lists, it turns into overwhelm, and it becomes, often because of financial pressure, it becomes like a weight on our backs instead of that canvas on the beach. We start living to fuel the business rather than letting the business fuel our lives. There's this thing called the entrepreneur's dilemma. I'd love to know if any of you have experienced it, my in-business founders. This is a concept where, you start a business because you want more time, more energy, more freedom, more money. And a year or 2 years in, you look at what you've built and you realize that actually you don't have any of that. You've got more stress, less time, less money. And the entrepreneur's dilemma is literally that what the fuck moment where you're like, what the fuck have I done? What am I doing? Is this the right thing? There's no shame if you've been there. I have been there. Please do let me know in the chat. You reach this point though, because you need to then start doing something different. I see a few people saying they're there. Absolutely. And guys, we feel that stress because it's our body out of alignment with our purpose. And so this is the moment that you take notice and you go, okay, I am going to do something differently. And what I would encourage you to do is a really simple concept that I call my non-negotiables. Those of you, I see familiar faces, so you've probably done this exercise with me, but I'll go through it with you. Your non-negotiables are a short list, let's say 3 things that you are never willing to compromise on in the pursuit of your purpose and of your business. It can be anything. I'm going to share with you mine. Mine are that I never want a company or a business where hours in means money out. That is not scalable. That is building another job for yourself as opposed to a business that's meant to free you from those hourly time commitments. My second non-negotiable is that I never wanted to have an office or an office that I had to go to. I wanted to be able to roam the world freely, sit on those beaches in my silk gown. And the third is that I really wanted to help people. Right? The business couldn't just be about me and my lifestyle. It had to have a positive impact and mark on the world. Let me know in the chat. I would love to know what is one of your non-negotiables, or all 3 if you already know them. Pop them in. They are personal. So, a lot of people would say it is perhaps spirituality or time with their children or a 3-day work week or having a freaking massive building that you have the top office in and owning that shit. Please do let me know what one of yours would be. Okay, I'm seeing exercise time, freedom of self-expression, Andrea, beautiful, absolutely love it. These are so important to define because your purpose in life, right? Whatever you've painted, that can come together in so many different ways. Before Future Females, I ran a business called the Growth Academy. The Growth Academy, its purpose was to support entrepreneurs to build their businesses online. And really, tapping into my own skill, it was marketing training. So how to build on Facebook and on Instagram. And in my first week of starting this business, I went and sat with my mentor and I was really excited to tell him, I'm going to make this an e-learning platform. I'm going to empower people to learn to do their own marketing as opposed to doing it for them. And he sat there and he goes, no one wants to learn the how, Lauren. Everyone just wants you to do it for them. Which was a knock, obviously, to the confidence from someone that I trusted. But then he said, I actually think you should start a marketing agency and I'll fund you. I will give you your seed funding to start your marketing agency. Obviously, I was like, oh my God, I got funding in my first week. What an amazing story. This is going to kill it in webinars in future. It's just like, this is epic. And I walked out, I called my fiance. I was like, I've got funding. We'll never work again. Obviously we did, but I ended up saying no. And I was able to say no after I came down from the potential funding high because it did not align with any of my non-negotiables. I had actually already run a marketing consulting firm back in Australia, and I stopped it even though it was profitable because it was so much time. I was not only catering to one boss, but to my clients who were all my bosses. I had 10 bosses, and this marketing agency would have taken me down the same road. So I could comfortably say no because I knew that my non-negotiable was never having an office and never doing hours in for money out. So I ended up sticking with the e-learning platform, which has really built the lifestyle that I want to live, as well as delivering my purpose and making over 7 figures in a year. So if you have got your non-negotiables in the chat here, keep them in mind. Sense check where you're at with your current business as well, and decide where is it that you might need to make those shifts. That's strategy 2 that I wanted to share with you. Create the business model that delivers the life you want to live. So my first real job was at eBay. I'm sure you all know it, the global marketplace. Actually, my first job ever was delivering fertilizer samples. It was a company called King Poo, and I had packets of fertilizer samples in a backpack, walking door to door in Sydney, putting them in, like free samples. Gosh. But actually, that's how I got my interview at eBay. The interviewer was like, I just really had to know what King Poo was. It was the only thing on your CV. So that was my first real job at eBay, and I loved that business. Right? Their purpose is so aligned to what we do at Future Females. It is helping entrepreneurs get started online and grow and create revenue streams for themselves. So I loved the job. I was doing good work, but I just wasn't getting recognized or getting promoted. My boss sat me down and gave me this really great advice. And I was like, I don't understand. My work is great. I know it. Like, you tell me it's really good. And he said, your work doesn't speak for itself. If you're not going to share your work, if you're not going to be actively promoting what you're doing inside the company, then you're never going to get the reception or the recognition for it. And I apply the same thing to business, right? That adage, build it and they will come, right? Build the product, build the website, invent the service, film the program, and they will come. That is a complete and total lie that should never have been fed into the brains of us as entrepreneurs. The best businesses come from marketers, because you have to connect. And marketing, digital marketing, and content, if some of you watched Kate's talk earlier, is exactly how you do this. In fact, in 2021, marketing and social media marketing is the #1 skill listed by successful entrepreneurs as critical for their businesses. And it is because businesses need connection in order to sell, right? People buy from brands that they connect with, not just like the product, but connect with the values, connect with the change they're trying to drive, connect with the founder. So if content is your currency to connect online, then what should your content actually say? And I'm sure some of you are like, oh my God, great, more content. I'm already stressed enough. Like, I haven't done my post for the day, and then there's another one tomorrow, and you're on that content hamster wheel, right? But you're just like, oh my gosh, it just keeps going. So I want to share with you something that's worked really well for me. And that is creating content around you, or you as your personal brand and as the founder. This wasn't something that came very naturally to me. You might not know it now, but I am like an analytical marketer. I'm happy behind the scenes in the back end of websites and ads manager, like playing around. And so when I started Growth Academy and also Future Females, I hid myself. I had been through a very bad failure in one of my businesses, and my confidence was shot. And so I really didn't want to put myself out there. I didn't even have my face or my name on the about page of the website. I was like, oh, well, if it fails, no one will even know it was me. And then I'll just do the next thing. And then it's not really a fail at all. And this is how I operated for a while. And it just really wasn't connecting. I built this, and we'll talk about Growth Academy. I remember building this Instagram page, and I train Instagram, right? And I could not freaking get this page past 1,400 followers, no matter what I do. It was actually 1,474. And I remember, because it was so painful to wake up and see that I had plateaued at that point again. And I realized one day when I got this message, and it said, hi, the Growth Academy. It was a direct message on Instagram. Hi, the Growth Academy. I'm really struggling in my business. I know I need to learn Facebook ads, but if I put any more money in, my whole business will fail. I already can't pay rent at the end of the month. It was a really vulnerable message that someone had sent to me, except they hadn't sent it to me. They had sent it to the Growth Academy. And I realized at that point that I was not serving my audience and I wasn't serving myself by hiding, because people don't connect to a logo. I made the logo myself in like an hour on Logo Jam. It didn't even have the word "the" in it. Like, it wasn't good. There was no trust built into that logo. And so that is the point where I said, I'm going to step out. I'm going to create my personal brand, Lauren Dallas, and I'm going to connect with people actively. That is when my business started taking off, and it has created such incredible opportunities for me, of course, financially, but also in terms of delivering on my purpose and in terms of having collaborations like this one at the Empowered Summit today, the opportunity for greater impact. So I want to encourage you, when you're thinking about your content, to step out from behind your logo. Introduce yourself if you've never done this before. Like, keep it simple. Hi, I'm Alex and I'm the founder of this company. I'm just so excited to introduce myself. You are your differentiator for your business, particularly in the early stages. No one knows your business. No one knows your logo. There is no trust, but people can know you. That is what will connect. You will never, ever go out of fashion either. It's how you build a relationship, and it's really how you encourage people to buy. I read something yesterday that said your stories, your Instagram stories, it's like your own reality TV show. Literally, it can just be you showing what you're doing through your daily life. I think take that energy and that playful energy into it as well, and just see what doors it opens for you. And Marcy, I know I've been working on this for a while, very excited, popping it in the chat. If it hadn't been for me, you would probably still be hiding behind a company name. Well, yay. And I share this because it works. So that's strategy 3. Build your personal brand and share it through content that connects. All right. Strategy 4, entrepreneurship. It's a team sport. And it is a sport, right? It is hectic. Sometimes you're winning, you're celebrating, you're drinking champagne. Next minute, you're like literally lying in the dirt, crying, going, oh my freaking God. And that's the highs and lows. I'm an emotional person, in case you can't tell from that. That is the real life, the roller coaster of business. And I'm still on it. 4 years in, it is exactly the same. So we have to get used to it, but also build a team that can lift you back up. My first 4 businesses, I built them all alone. And I think it was because there was some ego there, if I'm really honest. I wanted to prove that I could build a business, that I could do it. I don't need help, that I'm capable and competent, and none of them worked out, unfortunately. And then I think in the last business I built by myself, I actually had so much self-doubt from the previous failures that I didn't even want to ask people to help me. So I don't know if anyone is in one of those positions, but I've been in both. And now, I mean, there's literally like 9 people in this room around me that is doing really well to hide off screen. Future Females has a team of 38 people running this business. We have physical teams in 6 different countries around the world. And I could never do any of this at the scale that we have if it wasn't for them, their passion and their commitment. And everyone, well, our first team members 4 years ago started as volunteers. You don't even have to have money if you have a strong enough purpose to align and attract people in with. 2 of my volunteers, one is Phil, who is director of our foundation, who you're about to meet, and the other is Sasha, running a multi-million-dollar project in 5 countries. So we need to retrain our brain to know that you don't have to do this alone. Know that there are communities like this one where you can tap into people, tap into mentors, into coaches like you've already heard speak before me and will hear afterwards. Do not be afraid to ask for the help that you need. Alrighty, I'm going to move on to strategy number 5, which is, of course, selling. You cannot build a wildly profitable business if you cannot sell. So, who doesn't love buying stuff, right? Buying stuff feels amazing. It feels so good. It literally gives us endorphins when we hand over that money and we get back that product or that service that we just want to hold. right? When I bought this dress, I felt amazing. I was like, yes, it's so bright, it's blue, like take the money. I was excited to part with it. But somehow when we are the seller, we completely forget that. And all of these emotions like guilt and fear start popping up. So I want to introduce you as strategy number 5 to invitation-based selling. This is an approach that is not a hard sell. It is not sleazy. It is where you simply invite people to join you on your journey inside your product, your service, or your program. You are not hard selling. There is no like you're going to miss out or 10 levels of discounting. It is literally like, I do this, I offer this, I believe in this. Do you want to join me or not? I'm going to demonstrate strategy 5 now. This is how it goes. Guys, not only is this our future female's 4th birthday, but it's actually a launch and my team is probably going to freak the F out. Today, we are announcing that we are launching a book. In just 3 weeks, I have been writing this book behind the scenes, and you are the very first people. Phil's literally like, oh my gosh, what? Can we get through the summit? No, we can't. The book is launching now. So you are the very first people to hear about this book outside of my immediate team. And I'm really, really excited. It is the Passion to Profit Playbook. That is the name. And it essentially covers how did we build future females? What happened from 4 years ago, where it was an idea in my and my co-founder's mind, through to today, where we are, as you know, in 53 countries, making 7 figures every year and having a beautiful impact for women everywhere. This book covers what does it really take to be an entrepreneur, how to move past the 3 biggest stuck points that I've also gotten stuck at. It covers what is the right idea for you, what is a profitable business model. It covers the fact that you don't need funding first, actually, and a plan for how to quit your job. Future Females was a side hustle for me and my co-founder when we started it. So we show you how did we turn this into our full-time gig and then afford the profit to bring on a team. It covers a launch action plan if you are pre-launch, and the one thing missing between you and success and the mindset strategies that I employ every single day. Not only that, but the book has a training accompanied with it. And that is called the Passion to Profit Formula, which gives you workbooks, templates, and video training from me on exactly how to execute everything you learn in the book. And there is a launch blueprint, which is our Trello board that we use when we launch stuff at Future Females, which obviously is very often. It is literally our exact Trello board that you can just clone. This is going to be offered at $150+ and it's not even on sale yet. This is the very, very first opportunity to buy in, and I would love to invite you to join me in it for just $29 today. Tash, you may pop in the link if you are ready. This is also strategy 5. This is invitation-based selling. If you are passionate, if you want to unlock your full potential, if you feel like you're not operating at 100% right now, there's more you can do, there's greater impact you can have in this world, then sign up, join me inside this book. It's more than a book, it's a community. It is going to be a community of women like there are on the call today, taking action together to move from passion through to wildly profitable and purposeful business. So I am really, really excited. I am also on time. The link is in there. All you have to do is click through. This is no different to any of the other offers at the summit either. Your $29 is going straight through to building the safe house with Pakama Community Center in Guguletu outside of Cape Town. And I am just really excited as well. We will be giving you guys the first access to this book before we even announce it to the rest of our community. So we're only going to launch in 3 weeks. You will have yours in the next week, so we can start taking action together before anyone else even knows it exists. So click through. Thank you so much for joining me as well. And I'm really, really excited to see how this transforms. Yay, I'm happy to answer any questions as well. Thank you all so much. Where is my host?
She is multitasking.
I see that.
Out of situations. So I'm actually going to let the amazing Phil Dodds jump in here. She has been eagerly listening to this entire thing, and she's going to chat to you for 2 minutes about this amazing offer. So I think that would be a great place to be. So
I will also just answer the couple of questions in the chat. Liz, yes, if you click through, it's called a course because it is a, where is your crown? It is a book plus 2 training programs. So you're actually getting a course and the book all for just $29 USD at that link that Tash has posted in the group and into Zoom. Any more questions, guys? While you're putting your questions into the chat, this is the lovely Philippa Dodds. Phil started with Future Females 4 years ago. We met at our launch event in Cape Town, and so many people at the end of the launch event wanted to get involved with Future Females. It was a little overwhelming because we didn't actually know what we were doing. And Phil was one of 2 people who freaking harassed me. She's like, I have to be part of this. We're doing this together. And now here we are at the Empowered Summit in such a beautiful crown.
Yay, I'm so happy to be here. Thanks, Lauren, and well done. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in and being here with us today and building what is going to be a super impactful and important safe house. And you're investing in yourself and empowering yourself and empowering others. So thank you so much. We appreciate it so, so much. And I feel like even though it's a virtual event, like I feel like I'm really sensing the energy from everyone online. So thank you for showing up and putting in your comments and posting on social media and tagging us. Please keep doing that. If you're on Zoom, put your camera on. I can see a couple of you. Hi, Alex. Hi, Marcy. How's it going?
Yay, guys, put those cameras on. This is the middle of the day. We are halfway through the summit.
Hi, everyone.
Yay, this is so much better. They're popping on from everywhere around the world.
Hi, everyone. It's so great to see the faces behind the screen. And thank you for bringing your energy today. We appreciate it so, so much.
Yes, so I will actually, I just saw the question. I will quickly recap the 5 strategies for anyone who wants to take them down. The strategy 1 I shared was trust yourself and know that you already have what it takes. 2 was create that business model that delivers the lifestyle that you want to live. And we went through the non-negotiables exercise. The 3rd strategy is build your personal brand. Step out from behind that logo, introduce yourself, and create content around you that will really connect with your audience. Strategy 4 is retraining your brain to know you don't have to do it alone and tap into this community as a starting point. Ask for the help that you want and that you need. And then strategy 5 was, of course, invitation-based selling. And before we wrap up, I do just again want to invite you to join us in the Passion to Profit playbook, to buy our book, which was launched today and is going to be coming to you guys first next week before we even announce to our community in 3 weeks from now. It's actually quite a personal book. Writing it has been quite a cathartic experience. A lot of things have come up that I maybe had pushed down and forgotten about and had to deal with. So it's also coming a little later than I wanted, but I'm just really excited to be able to share it with you all. So Tash, do you mind popping the link in again? Thank you. The link is coming in here. And just to be super clear, you get the book at a point next week. We'll be sending that out to you, but there is also a course that accompanies it. So you'll also get the video training, the workbooks, and our launch blueprint Trello board, which is like literally what we use at Future Females to launch businesses, ideas, summits. So click on through and we are going to segue. Are we ready to segue?
Yes, I am putting back on my crown.
How amazing are these crowns? Wow, I'm
been so multitasking, guys, so thank you for your patience. But I was trying to listen to the amazing Lauren, and I knew that Phil was here and everyone was in good hands. We are about to chat to Saj. Saj is amazing, guys.
He really is.
Tash, I know that you're posting the link so that people can cross over. Thank you for watching the slot. Jump into the comments. You'll see the link for the next speaker is there. Just copy that right now so that you've got it, so that as soon as we end this, you can just pop that in and you can join us there. And don't delay. This special offer by this here amazing human is a very, very incredible offer that is not going to last very long. So please do make that purchase right now. And remember that every single cent is going to build the Pakama Community Center and Safe House. So this is like, woo! Can I get a hell yeah before we like log off? 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah! From the Future Females Foundation team, Future Females team, we'll see you on the other side. Bye.
I do want to answer this question, guys.
Yes,
there has been an agenda change, so it is not Paul up next. It is the beautiful and lovely Sajin. Paul and Saj have swapped, so it's Saj at 1 p.m. and Paul at 4 p.m. I do just want to tell you that Saj is one of my most amazing personal friends. He is an incredible, incredible digital marketer. We speak weekly for hours about hacks, trends, funnels, all of the like really geeky behind the scenes marketing things that work. He runs summits like this on a global scale regularly. He's been operating in the space for like decades.
Yeah.
He is freaking incredible. So definitely do hop over and we're all going to be tuned in over there.
Absolutely. Bye, guys. We'll
See you soon.
now.
Bye.